Hello, it's 9 o'clock, November 13th, 2021, and welcome to this weather update. And you're looking at a satellite image here of those storms moving through there. And I'll tell you, it was really impressive. A much more impressive severe weather event than this is November, and we dealt with this. And you can clearly see that line there on the satellite loop from today. I want to show you what it looked like on Ventus Sky when this all moved through as well. So we're going to rewind this to around, I guess, 1 o'clock. So here we are. Here's the line coming through. It formed in New Jersey. The warning started popping up as this thing moved east here. Entered New York City a little after 2 o'clock. And this line just kept gaining strength. It moved through New York City completely unfazed. Continued to gain strength as it went over Nassau County. Then moved east and just held its strength. And there was tornado warnings being issued, numerous tornado warnings, and possibly there could have been a couple of tornado touchdowns with this line. Quite impressive to see this. You know, if it was the summer, it would be impressive enough, but we are in the middle of November to see this, and this is quite impressive to see. So let me show you some of the pictures I took of the sky as this whole thing was rolling in. See, I'll have to start with, let's see which picture. I'll show you this one first. This is the storm right here coming in. You can see the anvils coming in. This was around, I guess, 10 to 2. All right. You can see it all coming in. And then things just got, little did I know what we were going to be in store for. Because in the distance, you could see the sky's getting dark over New York City. From Mineola here. This is a good view of the storm from the parking garage. And then as the storm got closer, we really started seeing some more of these ominous-looking clouds, these undulating clouds. These are the kind of clouds you see when you are dealing with the tornadic thunderstorm. And I have a video. Do not worry. I have a video of it all. So there you go. That's, again, what it all looked like. And again, just incredible. Incredible looking sky right there. You could see all the way down into New York City. And this was when the storm was approximately hitting New York City. And I had my phone in my pocket. I did not know when we were filming that this tornado was a tornado warned storm because I have a phone that didn't feel like sounding an alarm. The alert popped up on my phone, but I never heard anything. When you have an emergency alert, it's supposed to override all the settings, and you're supposed to hear the phone vibrate and make a noise. My phone didn't make any noise at all. This is another sign I have to get a new phone. But look at some of these cloud formations as the storm rolled in here. This is incredible. This is something you only see in the Midwest. In fact, looking at this picture now, it almost looks like there might have been a tornado trying to get going right here in this picture. But incredible. Here's another look at this. I mean, this is, when you see this kind of thing going on, you know you're dealing with a storm that has got a lot of energy in it. And there's another picture of it. I mean, this is incredible, incredible stuff. This is, we still have a few more pictures, I think. Here's one more of that. It's just awesome cloud. It didn't have like a real shelf cloud per se, but it was just these undulating clouds that you see in tornadic thunderstorms. And then the storm, as it got closer, this was just before it started pouring, and there was a lot of lightning too, a lot of cloud-to-ground lightning. Some of it I was able to capture. This is November that we're talking about. Absolutely crazy stuff. And then here's the storm when it rolled into Mineola, and you could see here the rain started coming down, and it came pretty heavy. And there was some hail mixed in as well, some small hail as well. So really impressive storm. And then after it was all done, the sky cleared up enough, and we had some pretty cloud formations in the sky there, some cumulus there. It's a nice deep blue sky there. And then this was later on in the evening. Went to the South Shore, of course, because I wanted to have life and not deal with any problems. But you could see here, there's that deck of the storms all moving east of the area there. So let's get to the latest information that we have on these storms. News 12 did a very good job covering this. If we go to the News 12 right now, you'll see that they did a very good job covering this. Lots of coverage here on there, and they were actually covering this storm nonstop. So they're doing a good job at it. With it, the hardest hit areas appear to be the South Shore of Suffolk and the Hamptons, as well as parts of the eastern parts of Nassau County. So storm rocks Long Island, 12,000 without power. That number's gone down a little bit, but this is Shirley, which is on the South Shore of Suffolk County, Montauk Highway, and look at this damage here. This is incredible. This is a major damage here. There could have been a tornado, perhaps, and they're going to have to do an investigation here. It might have been straight line winds. So it says a fast-moving line of thunderstorms socked Long Island Saturday afternoon, toppling trees, knocking out power, and sending people into their basements as tornado warnings blared on their phones. I know, like I said, my phone didn't make a sound. From around 3, I got the warning, but there was just no sound. From around 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., there was a tornado warning in effect on some part of the island as the storm moved east. All tornado and thunderstorm warnings have expired, but the damage has been done. So as of 5:45 p.m., PSEG Long Island says 12,187 of its customers are without power. More than 10,000 of those outages are in Suffolk County. Today's fast-moving storm, including possible tornadoes, has caused scattered outages across the island. All available personnel are working to assess storm damage and restore power safely and quickly. There's been no confirmation, but the photos and videos suggest a confirmed tornado won't come as a surprise. So here's some of the pictures, and I guess this is from Shirley. Here's some more pictures. This is Levittown here. Trees have fallen on houses. This is Hampton Bays. Let's just make this a little larger. So here we go. Here's look at this giant tree crushing this car. Absolutely incredible. That is insane. That is insane. And then there's Hampton Bays, where trees and power lines are down. Multiple trees around their house have been snapped in half. And this is Hampton Bays. So let's take a look at this tweet here. Look at that. That looks like tornado damage. I got to be honest. That does not look like straight wind damage. Trees are kind of falling in. If they all fall in the same direction, it's one thing, but it looks like some of them have fallen in different directions. So some of them might have fallen in different directions. This looks like tornado damage. And what's interesting here is that the trees are knocked down in the foreground, but the background, the trees are still up. So that could be a sign of tornado right there, because that tornado's damage is very local. Here's a video intercepting a possible tornado crossing on Sunrise Highway on Long Island. So this is he's driving through the Pine Barrens.
Oh my God, we're in it! This videos! Holy!
I don't know if I can see anything in this video, but
holy videos!
That
we're in it right now.
That looks like a tornado, but I mean, it looks like I don't see a funnel.
It's just crossed Sunrise Highway. Just crossed Sunrise Highway.
I don't see a funnel.
Lots of leaves in it.
I don't see a funnel there. I mean, it could have been straight line winds. It could have been also gustnado. One of those hit ones. They're in the Pine Barrens there.
Right
it's not the place you want to be right now.
2.5. Crossing the road, right in front of us. Tornado on the ground. Tornado, we're in the debris.
That actually does look like a tornado. The way everything's swirling around like that.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Keep her steady.
That is insane right there. I don't know exactly where they are, but somewhere in the Pine Barrens out east. 2 tornadoes may have actually merged a little while ago on Long Island. This will leave an event we'll remember for quite some time. Indicators suggest 2 independent spins lobes of lofted debris that may have combined. And this is on the radar, so let's take a look at this here. They're showing the radar. Yep, there it is. You can see it right there. Classic signature right there. That is insane. That is insane, folks. This is more pictures from Suffolk County here of some of the damage. Tornado on look at this tree on a house in Levittown. This is the scene in Shirley right now. Pretty extensive damage in Lynbrook, but only on 2 blocks right next to each other. It's a very localized damage in Lynbrook here. Here's another one. Wow. Here's a snap pole. Trees down. Man. Warning, bold language. Corner of... Alright, we'll have to mute this because there's language in it. Let's see. This is video from the storm in Shirley here. It's hard to see if there's any swirling going on. Let's see. That is insane. That looks like a tornado to me. The way things is like swirling around and stuff. What's amazing is the power is still on right at that particular time. That's pretty amazing. That is insane right there. That is insane. This is Mastic. So, see, South Shore of Suffolk really got hit hard. Let's, some more pictures here. More trees down. Fences blown over. This is insane. Storm damage in Oakdale. Tree came down on an apartment building. Andrew Wenger from News 12 was there. Look at that. It's a big tree, too. Man. Oh, man. Here's another picture of some of the skies. Wouldn't want to be out there in the middle of nowhere when this stuff hits. So, incredible stuff. Incredible. We haven't gotten to the storm reports yet, so let's do that now. All right. Thunderstorm wind damage. Power pole trapped at... I don't really have a compilation of storm reports yet. And there's going to be 2... I'm very curious about the wind gusts from this storm here. 56 mile an hour wind gusts reported in East Hampton. I have a feeling the winds were way higher than that. 58 mile an hour wind gust New Haven Airport. 56 at Plum Island. 58 at New Haven. Hail, 1.25 inch in Greenwich Village. A 71 mile an hour wind gust. That's more in line with what I would expect. Mechawks Bay. Down trees in Levittown. 79 mile an hour wind gust in East Mauritius. Yep, that's about right. Islip Terrace. Multiple trees and wires down. Large tree on the road. There's a lot of damage. I'm already going. I got 20, 22, 23. Bowie had a wind gust to 60 miles an hour at Atlantic Beach. Light pole down on bus, an MTA bus in Greenwich Village. 0.75 inch hail in Belrose. 1.50 inch hail in Uniondale. This is scary stuff, I'm telling you. They'll eventually have a compilation of all these storm reports. That's an old one. That was from yesterday. So we'll get some more storm. When they have a compilation, we can look through them all. But very impressive storm. We're not done yet. Let's go look at some of the power outages. Now, right now we have 7,667 people without power right now on Long Island. We'll just take a look and see where these outages are. Fortunately, Mineola did not deal with too many power outages. It looks like the North Shore has a few. Work our way from west to east here. There are a few on the North Shore. There's quite a few in Levittown. Quite a few in Levittown. Quite a few here. And in East Meadow, too. There are a few as well. A few in South Hempstead. Not too many on the South Shore. Let's see. Not in Long Beach. It's when you go east. That's where more of the outages are. Let's go over here. So there's a few in West Islip. Yeah, there's a lot. This is another area that was hit hard. East Islip. You can see a lot of people without power here. And in fact, is this affecting Fire Island? No, it's not affecting Fire Island. Okay, so the feeders to Fire Island have not been affected by this, but probably have a distribution line down somewhere in Timber Point Road that's causing that outage. We have outages in St. James and also in Head of the Harbor. And then a number of outages here in East Patchogue. A lot, actually, in Patchogue and East Patchogue. This is stretching into... That's still considered East Pat... No, it's stretching into North Bellport. So we have outages in North Bellport as well. And it looks like a large outage in Shirley. Not surprising, that's where the storm hit. I'm surprised that they didn't lose the feeder that serves that area. Because they have a 23 kilovolt feeder that is not all that high up that runs along the railroad tracks. And I'm wondering if that might have been affected by this storm. I have a feeling it probably could have been affected. Because that goes down, that blacks out the whole area. But it seems like it's only that area, though. So it looks like at least that feeder remained up throughout the storm, but it wouldn't surprise me if maybe part of it went down, which may be resulting in this outage here, maybe the western leg of it. Because that feeder connects both ends. One in I believe it's North Bellport, and then another, the other end is in Speonk. So maybe the end from North Bellport got knocked out. Perhaps, you don't know, but you can see there's probably going to be some damage in the parks, too. And this area also has gotten impacted. Quite a lot of outages here in the Shirley area. So Shirley has a lot. This looks like a substation. That's down. Shirley and Manorville. Yeah, it's probably could be a substation that got knocked down there. That's a lot of people without power right there. Have more outages here. Eastport. The East End got hit hard. West Hampton. This is Quogue. And they lost power in that area yesterday, too, from the storm. We have outages over here in the North Fork. Some outages around, I guess that's Springs. Some outages around Sagaponack. Parts of Southampton. It's incredible. So, really incredible to see. All these outages, absolutely insane. Man, all from this storm. Let's go to powerouts.us. New Jersey's up there, too. New Jersey has 11,000 people without power. Hardest hit counties, Monmouth, Hunterdon. North Jersey, not so much, but it seems like it's mainly Monmouth and Hunterdon counties that have the most outages right now. We look at New York. Let's see. The city didn't get hit too hard with power outages, but we do have some in the Hudson Valley, but it's mainly Long Island. And let's look at Connecticut. The storms also caused some outages there. Yeah, New London's got some outages. Rhode Island has 5,925 outages right now. Washington County mainly. And Massachusetts. The Cape is being affected too. 5,288. Well, so that's where those are the areas where the storms hit. Incredible storms. We're going to go over some observations now. Temperatures have dropped. And those storms hit, the temperatures really took a tumble. And right now, we have temperatures in the mid 40s generally speaking. So mid 40s, 41 at Islip, 41 at West Hampton, but it was quite warm earlier on. We'll look at that in a moment. You see off to the north and the west, it's even colder. Even in New Jersey, west of Toms River, we're in the upper 30s already. It's going to be a cold night tonight. Mid to upper, probably low to mid 30s for lows, but we're not really going to see the radiational cooling with these winds probably. We'll have to see if it happens or not, but what a day. So we're going to look at some of the observations. Let's start with ice slip here. I'm actually going to go to the 3-day history here so I can show you what happened today, and then we'll look at some of the other weather stations here. So you can see it was very warm earlier. We were in the low 60s earlier, and it was a little humid too. Dew points were in the 50s. Well, not that humid, but it was you could see the big difference though between that air mass we had ahead of the front and then behind the front, where the dew points dropped into the 40s then 30s, and the temperatures really dropped really quick. You can see some of these wind gusts here. It looks like this is when the storm moved through. Here's the report. West wind at 14, gusting to 41 with heavy rain and thunder. So quite impressive. Not a huge amount of rain with these storms, probably only like a quarter of an inch. But the winds were impressive with these. Now let's go look at Shirley, because that's where the airport, that's where they got some planes actually were blown around too. There's some pictures of that News 12 shared. So looks like they had a gust of 46 with the storm. So it looks like they had a gust of 46 with the storm. Oh man, incredible. Let's look at West Hampton. Let's look at some of the observations from West Hampton now. 54-mile-an-hour wind gust there with the storm. You can see how the temperature just dropped so quickly when it came in. Look at Farmingdale. This is Farmingdale over here. And they had a wind gust to 47 with the front. Incredible. And this affected New Jersey too. When this front came through. We're gonna now look at Miller Air Park, which is fortunately back up again. They didn't get hit quite as hard, but you could still see the temperature drop there. And it was warmer there for them. They got up to 64. Temperature went from 64 to 41 at the last, and it looks like they don't take a lot of observations there. That's the only issue I have with using that station, but quite incredible to say the least. Quite incredible. After seeing temperatures in the almost 10 degrees above normal again, the temperatures just dropped so fast. Let's go to the Wonderground site now. Look at some more observations. Let's see how North Patchogue did. All right, currently 41. Let's see what kind of weather he got at his station, because this puts a nice little graph in to show you. It'll definitely see the front. There it is, right there. Look at that. And you can see when the temperature dropped, the precip rate spiked. I don't know what his max wind gust was. Not that impressive. Probably has a lot of trees around. Probably blocked the wind. But look at how the temperature dropped. Boom. Fell off a cliff. When I was out there when the front passed. And I mean, it went from like warm to cold very quickly. Went from like low 60s. In an hour, we were in the upper 40s. That's incredible right there. You can also see the pressure drop, too, with it as well. Quite impressive, to say the least. We'll go ahead and look at Carl Place as well. I mean, this is an incredible storm here. And I want to look at some of those harder hit areas, too, as well. But let's go to Carl Place. I like this site because it makes some pretty graphs compared to the other site that we use, the Weather and Hazards Data Viewer. This is Wonderground. So you can see that drop. The drop not quite as dramatic at Carl Place. It's more of a dramatic drop out east. But, yeah. You can see the dew point. Well, there's something wrong with that dew point thing. But, well, actually it was, but you know what? It's screwed up because the dew point thing is not working right. But let's take a look at the wind gust at Carl Place. What do they got? 41? Well, they only got a wind gust to 11. Yeah, their thing is kind of sheltered. Let's see if we can get some more stations here. Let's go look at that Levittown area. Let's see. Let's look at this Levittown observation here. Something we're screwy with Carl Place, unfortunately. Let's see. You can see there's that front again. Boom, fell off a cliff right there. They had a wind gust of 32 miles an hour there at their station. Let's pick another station here. Let's look where those harder hit areas were. This is Salisbury. Let's check out this station here. I'm going to go through a lot of these stations. Man, look at that. Fell off a cliff. Wind gust at 29 reported there. Clearly see the wind shift, though, from the south to the west. And then the other hard hit area, Shirley. Let's look at that. Of course, a lot of the stations aren't reporting because the power is out over here in this area. This is the area where it got hit. I have one here. Let's do this one, East Yaphank. Let's see, because that damage, that roof collapse damage, that was impressive. Look at that. Look at that temperature drop. Oh, man. Yeah, wind gusts not too impressive at this site, but you clearly see that temperature drop. That was impressive. All right, that's enough of the weather stations. Let's now go to our forecast here, and we're going to look and see what we have. So, very intense clipper type of system. We have another weak clipper moving through tomorrow. I hope it will not cause the same kind of activity we saw tonight. But then behind that, you can see high pressure builds in. Cold air. That high pressure should bring fair weather for most of the week. Then we have another cold front move through Thursday night to Friday. And it's going to just keep the cold air coming. And then another high after that. So we're in a cold pattern. And it's going to be definitely dealing with some cold temperatures now. So let's go to the HRRR model, which we should have enough of the zeros in to look at. So here we are. It'll be dry tonight into tomorrow, but then we have a chance of rain tomorrow night, probably after 9 o'clock or so. Just a chance of light rain with this clipper moving through, which will bring another reinforcing shot of cold air for Monday. And you can see those tight isobars, so we'll have breezy conditions, especially on Monday. So let's look at our temperatures tonight. And tonight we're going to get down to the mid-30s probably. Tomorrow we'll struggle to reach 50 degrees, probably only upper 40s. Second front comes through, knocks us down for Monday. And Monday we're only going to be in the mid-40s. So we're going to be below normal for a change. We have temperatures about 5 to 7 degrees below normal. And as we go, we'll go look at the GFS here. Temperatures drop into the 30s, 40s for Tuesday. Warms up a little bit on Wednesday. We'll probably see low to mid-50s. And then Thursday will be our warm day where we'll probably have temperatures once again shooting up into low to mid-60s perhaps. And then, boom, here comes the next cold front. And that's going to knock us back down into the mid-40s again. And look at that. Maybe struggling next weekend, we'd be struggling to reach the mid-40s. Maybe only in the low 40s. So, yep, we got cold weather coming. Let's look at the, obviously this is dry air. I'll just throw the dew points in here, but I'll just throw this in here just to illustrate the wind here, the wind shifts. So you'll see the winds coming from the west, and then gradually west-southwest for tomorrow afternoon. Goes southwest ahead of the clipper. And behind the clipper, winds go back to the west again. You'll see a good amount of barbs here, which means it'll be breezy. Definitely feeling like November. Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday you see that wind go more southerly and then southwesterly for Thursday. And then, boom, here he goes back again with the next front. And this looks like some really cold air for next weekend there. And that winds look like they're going to be coming right out of the north. So when you see that, that should mean clear skies for next weekend. But, well, it doesn't. You can't go that far out with the sky. I guess that'll be the next thing we'll look at is the sky. Obviously, we start off clear tomorrow, but the cirrus rolls in. We're probably going to be overcast by 3, 4 o'clock. And then for Monday, we should have those, pop-up cumulus type of deal. Tuesday probably will be more sunny. We should have a clear day on Tuesday, but then more clouds come into the picture on Wednesday. Thursday, we'll have sunshine, and then the front comes through, and then, but it looks like we'll have sunshine intermixed with some clouds here and there. Let's now go to the RGEM. So, again, we start off clear tomorrow, but the cirrus kind of rolls in on us. Definitely probably by noon you'll start noticing it, and then it'll probably be a high overcast by 2 or 3 o'clock. And then as for Monday, we should have mostly sunny conditions according to the RGEM, at least in the first part of the day, but then as we get later in the afternoon, like 1, 2 o'clock, we'll start seeing some more of the cumulus clouds forming. Tuesday looks like a much sunnier day. Looks like we'll have mostly sunny conditions on Tuesday. So, man, this is insane. But I'm tired. I'm just like shocked from what happened. It's crazy. Let's look at the NAM. NAM 3 for tomorrow. And we have the 0Z running, so we'll look at that. So, again, starting off clear with sunshine, but the high clouds quickly build. And then we have that probably a little rain chance probably for... let me see how the NAM handles this with the rain moving in. Because the NAM might be a little quicker. And you'll notice, yes, just to our north and the west, there could be some snow. And I wouldn't be surprised if some snowflakes mix in too. But this isn't going to be an issue for our area, any precipitation until 9 o'clock. But look, it does try to develop some convection tomorrow night. We'll have to watch for that, especially as it gets out over the ocean. And again, those warm ocean temperatures, that helps it all along. So what a crazy day today. Definitely rocked by this storm here. And I'll put the article below. But just absolutely historic severe weather across Long Island today. And I would expect there could be a tornado confirmed with this as well. As soon as I know, I'll let you know. So that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching.